stars, this is your Diva Star and welcome back to my beautiful channel. Before anything else, please make sure to hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel and also hit the notification bell to get updates on my upcoming vlog episodes. Alright, this vlog episode is highly dedicated to all my fellow pageant lovers because as we all know, in few days time, the 70th Miss Universe will be crowned in Eilat, Israel. So who will it be? So out of the nearly 80 delegates for this year, they'll be getting the top 16 semi-finalists, and then they'll be getting the top 10 and then the top 5. So who will it be? Well, you know me, I'm a big fanatic of beauty pageants, most especially Miss Universe. So let's start Diva Star's top 16 picks for this year's Miss Universe 2021. Alright, so my very first pick is Miss Paraguay, Nadia Ferreira, 22-year-old, and she has a very interesting story. She underwent surgery at 8 months old, and she had a Susak syndrome growing up. And it's very, very interesting to know as well that the Chamber of Deputies in Paraguay has considered her joining this year's pageant of high national interest or cultural value. And the face is so gorgeous, I must say. Currently, she's the #1 pick by most of the beauty pageant experts or orgs. So I think she has a big chance of winning the crown. Paraguay has been consistent in the Latina community and in beauty pageants, but they've never won the title. So it's so interesting if they'll be able to get the crown this year. My #2 pick is Brazil's Teresa Santos. She's on her last year of psychology class. She's a model, and at the same time, she's into women empowerment. And as we all know naman, Brazil is always consistent in all beauty pageants, including Miss Universe. But the question is, will they bag the crown this time around? So we'll have to see. All right, my #3 pick is Chile's Antonia Figueroa. She's a civil engineering graduate, and it's interesting also that she can speak 4 languages. Diba bongga? And she's making a lot of buzz since the start of the pageant activities in Eilat. So I think she's a strong contender for the top 5. Will Chile get the crown finally this year? We'll have to know. All right, my #4 pick is India's Harnaz Sandhu. She's 21 years old. She's a model and actress, and she's into women empowerment, and she actually helped her mom in health camps. Very interesting story as well. And she has one of the most beautiful faces for this year, I have to admit. And she's most likely to be included in the top 5, or even she's gonna bring home the crown for India once again, considering that she's been trained by Lara Datta, our 2000 Miss Universe, again from India. So I think this is a big comeback for India. They've started it last year. They're strong last year, and I just hope that she'll be consistent up to the last round, which is the Q&A. Otherwise, then maybe she'll end up in the top 5, but she has a great chance of winning this year. All right, my #5 pick is the host country girl from Israel, Noah Koshba. She's 22 years old. She's an IDF combat medic commander, and also she's just started her startup company, which is into interior design. She's an interior designer as well. And I don't know, I like her face. It's so pretty. Not because she's the host country that she'll make it to the top 16, but her face is so pretty. It looks like Lily Collins. She has a Lily Collins vibe, the pageant version. So she has a strong chance of making it to the top 16 for sure. But I don't know if she'll move forward to top 10 or top 5, but she deserves a slot in the top 16. All right, so my #6 pick is another lady from a strong sash country, which is Colombia, Valeria Ayos. She's an Afro-Colombian descent, and she's an environmental advocate, and she has a very interesting story as well, and very exotic features, very strong, So I think it's a no-brainer. She'll go all the way up there to the top 16, top 10. Then let's wait and see for the top 5. Good luck. All right, my number 7th pick is Thailand's Anchile Scott Thomas. All right. She's bringing something new to the table. She's not the slim or lean type of Thai beauty. She's representing another kind of beauty, which is the plus size. But aside from that, she has a degree in the University of Sydney, so that really makes her a fluent speaker. So I think Thailand is trying to experiment this year. And aminin natin, isa na sila doon sa talagang medyo hungry or thirsty for that crown. They really want to bring home the crown this year. And I'm not sure if this girl would make it all the way to the top 5, but she deserves a slot in the top 16. So good luck to you, girl. All right, so we're down to the number 8. We're halfway there. Number 8 choice of mine is the beautiful and statuesque lady from Spain. Her name is Sara Loinas. Very interesting because her father is from Spain and her mother is Moroccan. So it's, so you can just imagine the mix. She has a strong and fierce face, and pretty much she's very consistent with her pasarela during the preliminary. So I super duper love her. For me, she deserves a spot in the top 5. All right, my number 9th pick is Luisette Materan from Venezuela, 25-year-old model, actress, and she's a Down syndrome advocate, considering that she's the youngest in the family of 5, and she has a brother who has this Down syndrome. So very interesting story as well, and very good advocacy. Venezuela has been very consistent all throughout Miss Universe history. They're second to USA with the most number of semifinal finish. So it's very, very nice to see them again this year. Would she win the crown? 50-50. She's there in the top 5, I think. But I think and I believe that Venezuela has sent a very, very good representative this year. Very strong. All right, my number 10th pick for this year, Nepal Sujita Banset. She's actually one of the oldest candidates for this year. This year, she's 28 years old, but watching her social media and her interviews, she has this very bubbly and classy and fun personality. So I think in the interview competition, she aced it. I like this girl. She has this charm. It's her last year to join international pageants. She's a pageant veteran, so I think it'll be easy for her to come straight to the top 16. All right, so my number 11th pick is USA's Elle Smith from Kentucky, USA. She's, I think, one of the last delegates to be crowned by her country. So I like her because she's a fresh face. She's not a pageant veteran, by the way, but she exudes a very fun, bubbly personality. She's a very good speaker as well. So for sure, she aced the interview during the preliminaries. Will she make it to the top 5? I don't think so, but she'll be there in the top 16, that's for sure. All right, my number 12 pick for this year is South Africa's Lalela Mswani. She's a 24-year-old beauty, and she's a law graduate as well. And if you've seen her pageant, her national pageant, wherein nag-judge pa si Pia and other iconic beauty queens, we can say that she aced the interview, considering that most or all of the South African beauties can really speak well. They're very eloquent speakers, but this girl stand out during that night. So I think very big chance for her to be in the top 16. Hindi pwedeng wala. Masyadong prepared, this girl. So I really like her. So good luck to her. All right, my number 13th pick comes from one of the powerhouse Latina countries. Of course, as we all know, it's Puerto Rico. Michelle Marie Colon. She's currently completing her double major, pre-med and biology. So very, very intellectual lady, and she's one of those candidates this year with the gorgeous or with the most gorgeous face. So I really, really like her. I hope that Puerto Rico would make Bawe this year. Last year, I was heartbroken for the delegate because I was really rooting for her to be in the finals, in the top 5. Unfortunately, she did not make it, but I think this girl this year from Puerto Rico is fierce and you should watch out for her. All right, so we're down to our number 14th pick, and I go for Belgium's Cadiz del Tour, 24-year-old exotic beauty. She originally came from Ethiopia, and she was adopted by this very kind and generous Belgian family when she was 10 years old. So I really love her story, and I think she demonstrates a lot of inspiration and motivation, most especially to the young people. And with that, I would love to see her in the top 16. All right, my number 15th pick is Mexico's Deborah Halal, 25 years old. Of course, last year's winner is also from Mexico, Andrea Meza. It will be a big pressure for her. And if I'm not mistaken, she did not participate anymore in a pageant, but she was designated or appointed by their pageant committee. So let's see. But I like her beauty. She did really well in her evening gown and swimsuit round during the preliminary. So I think she has a big chance of being the top 16. But the pressure is on because, again, the winner was Mexico last year. So let's see if they can do a back-to-back, which is not impossible, but she really has to double her efforts. All right, so we're down to our very last pick. All right, my number 16, without further ado, is our very own Miss Philippines, Beatrice Luigi Gomez. Of course, she's 26 years old, and what I've researched here, she's a Navy Marines reservist, and she made history as the very first LGBTQ winner from the Philippines, as Miss Universe Philippines rather. So she has a very interesting story to tell in Israel, and I think she's a favorite amongst the delegates there. I liked her. I liked her way better than the last year that we've sent, Rabia Mateo. I'll be very frank about it. I was not impressed. I think she's one of the worst candidates that we've sent for the past 10 years. For the past 10 years, I've been supporting all our candidates or delegates, but last year was a complete downfall for us. If not that Philippines is a strong sash country, I think she wouldn't be in the top 15 or top 20 last year. It was a disaster. I'll just have to say it really quick here and really frank and straight about it. Last year was full of drama, puro drama, and then all the styling and clothing, the styling is just so wrong. It doesn't really reflect her. So ang daming drama, and that's why what happened, diba, wala. We ended, heartbroken because we're expecting for her to win. So this lady was what? Already frantic, and she's really pressured at that time. So I think this delegate naman this year, so I'll focus on her, Beatrice, was a complete opposite. She's very, very calm, and I can feel the inner peace and serenity in her. She might not be that over the top compared to last year's delegate, but I liked her. Her OOTDs, binabash, I liked her. Why? Because it represents her style. I can see her style. I can see Beatrice Luigi and what she wants to represent. So I think she has a good chance of being in the top 16, even in the top 10. And if she nails the evening gown, I know that Frances Libiran would be creating something magical for her as, you know, a Miss Universe worthy winner. And for sure, I think, let's claim it, she'll be there in the top 5. If the editor, watch mo to, please play back my prediction during the Miss Universe Philippines for this year. I've said that Bea is the dark horse to win during that time. We need to watch out for her. So she's one of those pwedeng dark horse for this competition. So best of luck to you. She might not be my number 1 pick that time, but she's a dark horse winner, and she might just be the dark horse winner for this year. So let's see. Alright, so that's about it, stars. So I hope that I'll get the majority or lahat sana ng aking bets for this year will make it. Just a quick message to everyone. I think, lalo na for us Filipinos who are pageant fanatics, pageant lovers, and also our candidates, diba? I have nothing against beauty enhancements or surgical operations for you to enhance your beauty if that will make you confident. But again, let's focus na iba yung ganda ng Filipina. Let's stop or do away with, okay, kailangan mo pagawa yung nose mo, you have to increase the size of your boobs para mukha kang Latina. So, why do we say that? Diba? Again, we have our own beauty and we must promote it and we have to be confident about it. Look naman in the cases of Pia, Wurzbach, and Catriona Gray. Diba? Pia is not half American or what. She's half German. She did not try to have an American accent. It's just a neutral accent. But, you know, yung message niya, na-relay niya, na-convey niya during the finals, and she stood up to her beliefs. So, very, very good siya. And the same goes with Catriona. Si Catriona naman wala, bumubula ang bibig, obviously. And she's very consistent all throughout the pageant in Thailand that time. She's really representing the Philippines and who she is as a candidate. So, I think that's the beauty of it. Not just, you know, being physically beautiful, but you have to be mentally, spiritually, and emotionally prepared. So that's just a quick message, or, you know, for those who would like to join the pageants in the coming years. So again, this is your Diva Star, and good luck, Philippines. We're cheering for you, Bea. So good luck. Mabuhay!